So today I got a bit of a different video. It's going to be a review video in collaboration with Panzer Platform. I'll link his channel in the description below. It's going to be a review on this Centech 6/12 volt battery load tester, and it has a test load of 100 amps. And here's some features on the side. The test complete charging system, including alternator regulator and battery. Also tests starter motor for excessive draw. It's for use with 6 or 12 volt systems, color coded, voltage meter, heavy duty steel case with an enamel finish, and a vinyl dip steel clamps. But let's get to unboxing this thing and see what's inside. Alright, it's unboxed. Let's take the cardboard off the front here. And an instruction manual, I'll need that later. And for the bubble wrap, just take off the clamps on either side, and it slides right off. And these clamps just go back on either side of the brackets, and it's fully unboxed. Here's the switch on the bottom, just to simulate a load on the battery. And then on the back, we have the warning label, and just these little metal feet on the bottom. But let's go test it out. Alright, so here we are in the parking garage. The battery tester. Let's give it a go. Alright, so it's on. Here's our reading. So it looks like we're alright. But we can hit the switch here for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And looks like we're doing alright. And here's another test just with the car running. And I'm just going to zoom in real quick on the gauge so you can get a better look at it. But starting it up, we're running right at around 14 volts. And that's good news for me because most cars usually idle around 13.7 to 14.7 volts. So 14 is pretty good. One other thing I will mention is this thing gets very hot, so this little handle on top is very nice to carry it with. So actually taking a look at the manual here, and it looks like there's some maintenance we can do. So let's take a look at the steps we can take in order to keep this thing running. And number 1 on the list looks like it's keeping all the screws tight, so this is the last one, and it's tight. And jumping down to number 5 on the list is cleaning it of any battery electrolyte. And I didn't expect to find this much, but yeah, that's about like 300 milligrams right there. So here's the actual product listing on the Harbor Freight website. We're just going to take, the review's pretty good out of, 1,300, 1,400 reviews. That's 98% of customers enjoy the product, so that's a pretty good ratio. And just taking a look at some of the reviews real quick. Obviously you have some bad reviews down here, about 21. People are saying it's too low of an amperage to test a car battery. Well, I guess that's not the case, but failed to work out of the box. So a few isolated cases where it just didn't work straight up. But do not buy. Wouldn't waste money on this. So there's a few people who are expecting a little bit more out of something that costs $20. But yeah, you're getting what you pay for essentially. And mine worked, so that's always good. And down here it says you can compare it to this Duralast DL100D. And I have that pulled up over here on AutoZone. Yeah, it's $50, so $30 difference for essentially the same thing. You can see right here, you kind of have a different switch essentially, but still got those clamps. Build quality looks just about the same, and that switch is just it's a toggle instead of a lever. So for a battery load tester, $20 is a pretty sweet deal. So just some final thoughts before I end the video. This thing says what it does, and for $20 it's a great battery load tester. Obviously if you need something more specific, an analog gauge probably isn't going to help you. You might want to go digital, but if you're going digital you're probably going to have to pay a little bit more as well. I'd say the only downside of this is the fact that these clamps don't open all too wide, so if your battery posts are a bit thicker it might not get a good grip. But other than that, this thing's great.